morning to our lecturer, Madam Zulia, and to all my fellow friends. I'm Fatin Atira binti Muhammad Najib. Today, our group will present about food and beverage arrangement. The outline in this chapter are: we have type of catering, type of function, style of service, and menu.
Objective of the chapter 6 is the type of catering operation and type of caterers, relationship between catering department and other hotel department, purpose of meal function, type of meal function, menu planning, menu design and pricing, type of beverage functions, beverage menu and pricing.
Today, I would like to explain about type of catering. Before I explain about type of catering, I will explain the definition about catering. Catering is the business of providing food services at a remote site or a site such as a hotel, hospital, pub, aircraft, cruise ship, park filming site or studio, entertainment site or event venue for a large number of people. Okay, now we continue on the main point is type of catering. Type of catering divided by two. It is on-premise catering and off-premise catering. On-premise catering is catering for any function such as banquet, reception or event that it is held on the physical premises of the establishment or facility that is producing the function. On-premise caterer such as hotels, convention centers and restaurants, they usually have the advantage of offering many services under one roof. They also can provide sufficient space to house an entire event and plenty of parking. Second type of catering is off-premise catering. Off-premise catering involves producing food at a central kitchen with delivery to and service provided at the client locations. Part or all of production of food may be executed or finished at the event location. At times, off-premise caterers must rely on generator for electricity, truck in potable water, and devise a trash system. In most cases, there is no existing kitchen facility at the location where the food served. Caterers provide single event food service, but not all caterers are created equal. They generally fall into one of three categories. 1. Party food caterers. Party food caterers supply only the food for an event. They drop off cold foods and leave any last-minute preparation plus service and clean up to others. Second, hot buffet caterers. Hot buffet caterers provide hot foods that are delivered from their commissaries in insulated containers. They sometimes provide serving personnel at an additional charge. Third, full service caterers. Full service caterers not only provide food but frequently cook it to order on site. They also provide service personnel at the event plus all the necessary food related equipment: china, glassware, flatware, cutleries, tables and chairs, tents and so forth. They can arrange for other services like decor and music as well. In short, a full service caterer can plan and execute an entire event, not just for food eat. In the process of hiring the services of the caterers, It is crucial to hire the professional and reputable companies to make sure the food service aspect of the event goes as smooth as possible. Here are some of the most popular catering services. 1. Outdoor catering. Outdoor catering is providing food and drink away from home, base and supplies. Second, industrial catering. Industrial catering is providing food and beverages to people at the work in industries and factories. Third, club catering. Club catering is providing food and beverages to a restricted member clients. Fourth, welfare catering. Welfare catering is the provision of food and drinks for those who obviously could not afford it or pay for it. Fifth, transport catering. Transport catering provides food and beverages to passengers before, during and after journey on trains, aircraft, ships, buses or private vehicles. 6. Leisure link catering. Leisure link catering, this type of catering refers to the provision of food and beverages to people engaged in rest and recreation activities. This includes sale of food and beverages through different stalls and kiosks at exhibition, theme parks, galleries, and trades. The increase in the availability of leisure time and a large disposable income for leisure activities has made it a very profitable form of catering. In catering industry, the food service industry encompasses those places, institutions and companies that provide meals eaten away from home. This industry includes restaurants, schools and hospital cafeterias, catering operations, and many other formats including on-premises and off-premises catering. Catering is a multifaceted segment of the food service industry. There is a niche for all types of catering businesses within the segment of catering. The food service industry is divided into three general classifications. First, commercial segment, non-commercial segment, and military segment. Catering management may be defined as the task of planning, organizing, and executing. Each activities influence the preparation and delivery of food, beverage, and related service at a competitive yet profitable price. These activities work together to meet and exceed the customer perception value for his money. There are three main types of caterers. First, mobile delivery caterers, hotel and restaurant caterers, private food services caterers. What is mobile or delivery catering? This type of event catering often comes in the form of a food truck, food cart, or delivery service. For example, our Simply Lunch program offers organic made-to-order meals delivered daily to your workplace, or it can be cooked in your workplace kitchen. This option is often less expensive and less involved. The process, more or less depending on the client needs, involve agreeing upon a predetermined menu and arranging delivery of the food. Most often, minimal staff are required, also reducing costs. Second, hotel or restaurant caterers. The role of this type of catering service is to act as the intermediaries between the kitchen staff and client when planning an in-house event. Their responsibilities include menu design and preparation, table setup, banquet arrangement, delivery of decorations, as well as arranging staffing as needed. Third, private full service catering. All private event catering companies are independently owned and operated businesses. Eco Caters is proud to be a local, family-owned and operate full-service event catering company. Private caterers are often hired for business and personal anniversaries, birthday parties, wedding receptions, business holiday events, bar or bed mitzvahs, as well as many other events. The type of catering service is often responsible for all aspects of the event planning. This most often includes, but is not limited to, menu design and preparation, cuisine creation and presentation, plate and dinnerware rentals, and arranging appropriate pre-event, event, and clean-up crew staffing. That's all from me. I will continue with my friend.
And good morning to my fellow friends and my lecturer, Puan Zulia. Today I'll be discussing about my topic, that is type of function. My name is Nurul Ashingin Dilaimi, and so based on what I know, type of function has 13 types. What is a continental breakfast? A continental breakfast is It is a light breakfast in hotel, restaurant, and etc. that usually includes baked goods, jam, fruit, and coffee. What does this food have in common? They are all shelf-stable items in portion size that are perfect for large groups of people. What is full serve breakfast? A full breakfast is a breakfast meal usually consisting of bacon, sausage, and eggs, often served with a variety of side dishes and beverages such as coffee or tea. Next is breakfast buffet. What is a breakfast buffet? A buffet means a counter of long table with a variety of food for informal eating. It usually consists of scrambled eggs, fried potatoes, bacon, sausage, ham, corned beef hash, southern gravy, biscuit, English muffins, and bagels. What is a refreshment break? A short break or rest period during the day when a cup of tea or coffee drunk. Refreshment is something you eat, drink, or do to make yourself feel more energetic or stronger. An example of refreshment is having a cup of coffee during a conference. What is brunch? Brunch is a combination of breakfast and lunch and regularly has some form of alcoholic drink, most usually champagne or a cocktail, served with it. It is usually served anytime before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A buffet lunch. A buffet is a system of serving meals in which food is placed in a public area where the diners serve themselves. A form of service, la franchise. Buffets are offered at various places including hotels, restaurants, and many social events. Buffet restaurant normally offers all-you-can-eat food for a set price, but some measure prices by weight or by number of dishes. Buffet usually have some hot foods, so the term cold buffet has been developed to describe formats lacking hot food. Hot or cold buffet usually involve dishware and utensils, but a finger buffet is an array of foods that are designed to be small and easily consumed. What is full serve lunch? Lunch, an abbreviation for luncheon, is a meal eaten around midday. During the 20th century, the meaning gradually narrowed to a small or mid-sized meal eaten midday. Lunch is commonly the second meal of the day after breakfast. The meal varies in size depending on the culture, and significant variation exists in the different areas of the world. Box lunch. Box lunch is a light meal put in a container that you take with you to be eaten later. For example, at work or at school. What is a reception? Reception is a social function often normal for the receiving of guests. And it is a formal party for guests such as one after wedding. What is a dinner buffet? A buffet is a system of serving meals in which food is placed in a food public area where the diners serve themselves. What is full serve dinner? A full course dinner is a dinner consisting of multiple dishes of course or course. It is in simplest form. It can consist of 3 or 4 courses. For example, first course, a main course, and dessert. What is off-site event? The definition of off-site is an occasion where employees go somewhere away from their office together, especially for a meeting or for team building. For example, the next meeting will be off-site. And lastly is team party. What is a team party? A team party is a party where the decoration, guests' clothing, and food connects to a specific topic, like example Mickey Mouse party, Disney party, and others kind of parties. I would like to thank you to my group, my fellow friends, and my lecturer, Puan Julia, for watching this video.
Hello everyone, my name is Shazwani binti Sajani, student ID 2018890496, program HM111, group assessment for HTT 251. I same group with Kamil, and we will present for chapter 6. So I will present subtopic for chapter 6, which is style of F&B service. There are many different types of food and beverage service types or procedures, but the major category of the food service is first one, plate service, 2, cart service, 3, platter service, 4, buffet service, and last one, family style service. I will share the list of different types of food and beverage service followed by hotel, resort, restaurant, fast food, and establishment. First one is table service. What is a table service? Table service is considered as a broader category of service style which consists of English service, American service, pre-plated service. In this type of F&B service, the guest is seated at the table with plate, cover, and orders from the menu. The guest has to be greeted with an eye contact and a warm welcome. The server or waiter should normally address the guest by sir or madam. If the server knows the guest's name, then they should address the guest by their surname and title. Assist the guest in seating as per the number of persons or any special requests. While seating the guests, the least desirable areas like the tables near to side stations, kitchen, and dishwashing area to be only offered is all other tables are full. The menu to be presented after opening to the woman first, then the host, and clockwise for other guests. Special attention to be given to kids. When serving the guest orders, the server or waiter should have a good understanding of who ordered what dishes. Second one is English service. What is an English service or family style F&B service? English service requires the food to be placed on large platters or in large bowls. These food portions are then delivered to the guest table by waiters. Once the host checks and approves the food, the same is placed on the table. The guests then pass the food around the table and serve themselves. In some cases, the host may also ask the waiter to serve the food. This is a common type of F&B service style, as the ease of service and waiters should be highly skilled. The family style F&B service is easy to implement. The server or waiter should be that much skilled. This type of service also requires little dining area or space. There is a higher or rapid table turnover rate with this type of service. One of the major disadvantages of the family-style service is the difficulty to control the portion size. This is because the last guest who gets served may not get enough item if one guest had taken more. Third one is French service. What is a French service? French service is a very detailed and highly skilled type of service. It is very elaborate and expensive type of service. The chefs demonstrate culinary skill by preparing meals in front of the guests. Normally, all fine dining restaurants follow this type of service. VIP and VVIP are also given this kind of service style. Plated entries are served from the right, all other courses from the left. Beverage are served from the right. French service style is very expensive because it involves professional waiters to be served properly and slowly. The ambience and decor of the restaurant are always in high luxury. All diners are given the individual attention and they enjoy. 4. Silver service. What is a silver service? The service style is similar to the French service and Guéridon service. The difference is an elaborate sterling silverware is used for the food and beverage service. Due to the fact that silvery cutlery and croquet are expensive, EPNS, electroplated nickel silver service is used most commonly in hotels and restaurants. Only fine dining or specialty restaurants use silverware due to the high investment and maintenance costs. In this kind of service, the food and beverage are served in silver cutlery and cookery. The table is normally set with sterling silverware. All food is portioned into silverware from the kitchen itself. The silver platters are kept at the table side station normally with hotel plates. During service, the waiter presents the food to the host for approval and served to the guests. The service spoon and fork is used for serving. 5. American service. What is an American or pre-plated service? One of the most common and widely accepted kinds of food and beverage service. The servers take guest orders in the dining area. The order is sent to kitchen staff via KOT, kitchen order ticket. Food is prepared and pre-plated in the kitchen itself by the chef. The server or bus person bring the food to the restaurant and place on side stand. Pre-plated food is then served to the guests by the server. Number 6. Russian service. What is a Russian service? Similar to the French service but faster and less expensive. Display and presentation are the major part of this service. Whole joints, poultry, game, fish are elaborately garnished and dressed. After presenting to the guests, the server or waiter portion or carve them and serve to the guests. Normally, only one serve is required per table. No extra space is required for the equipment like the French F&B service type. Ideally, suited for banquet service with a fixed menu. 7. Card service. What is a gradient service or card service? In this type of F&B service, partially cooked food from the kitchen is brought to the service area in a gradient trolley. The gradient trolley has a portable heating unit for completing the cooking process. A wide variety of fish, meat, and poultry is either cooked or flamed in the trolley. chef du rang is responsible for taking orders, serving drinks, and preparing food at the table. In a large hotel, commis du rang assists the chef du rang. Both the chefs should know how to use a spoon and fork for serving the cook for the guests. The prepared food should be garnished as per the standards before serving. This type of F&B service can be only implemented on a well-planned and designed dining room. The food is always served from the right-hand side of the guest. All the featured furniture layout should be compatible with the elegant service style offered. Gradient type of F&B service provide highly personalized guest service. High level of customer satisfaction as the dish are prepared, carved or flamed in their presence. Good merchandising device. The average spending power
Hi
is
everyone,
high.
my name is Kamil bin Arbi, ID number 2018-226022, program HM111. Video assessment are dedicated to subject HTT251, meeting, incentive, convention and event. Type of function and style of service. Now will be moved to the menu restriction. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, food one is the attraction in a gathering, either one is small or big event. The host need to know and very particular about food. This menu is a list of dishes available in a restaurant, and restriction is a limitation, condition or measure, especially a legal one. The host need to know the ingredient and the preparation method. Why this is important? Because human create in a unique way and human have a different background. Some of us have allergies for certain food and some have a restricted from eating certain food items like sugar, salt, and the most common that we heard is peanut. Let me share one of my experience while working in the airline about menu restriction. During boarding time, one passenger came to me and declared his kids are allergic to peanut. The best part of this case is the kid have a very sensitive nose, which is he cannot even smell peanut. It will lead to the allergies and hard to breathe. The mother of the kids did a request to us to make announcement for those who passenger seat around the family who have the allergy to not eat any peanut because this kid have an allergy. Besides the allergies and food restriction, there have another things which is due to religion restriction. For example, Malay cannot eat pork and Indian cannot eat beef. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, vegetarian is very common in Malaysia. They have a few types of vegetarian. First is vegetarians, the vegan diet, which is the person who don't eat meat product, dairy product, and egg. Second is vector vegetarian, which is the person who don't eat meat and egg, but they eat dairy product to develop the calcium inside the body. Third is lacto-ovo vegetarian, which is the person who don't eat meat but eat dairy product and egg to consume calcium and protein in the body, but not less. For the conclusion, food and beverage service is the food cost as the buying of the provision to service to the client, clarify the related from the deviations and arrangement of the foodstuff to purchase. Subsequent to finish point to the food assembly from the time to the time. Is an engrossed transportation in case there are aviation to assembly and the